What's up YouTube? Today I'm showing you guys how you can create paint effects in Premiere Pro. It also works in pretty much any editing software and it's completely free. It's actually gonna be a pack created by Creative Flow and he's really just feeding the editing community with this one, so big shout out to Creative Flow. Yeah, I'll hop straight into it. Here we've just got a young boy video we're gonna go ahead and apply this effect to, and I just went ahead and marked where I wanted to freeze frame. So if you guys do want to create a freeze frame, just gonna go ahead and hit C and cut my clip like this, then right click and go ahead and add a frame hold. Right here I've got the ultimate paint pack by Creative Flow, and if I go ahead and open this up, you can see we've got paint assets, paint borders, paint transitions, and paper textures. And all these are just super sick. If I go into the paint assets, you can see we've got a ton of different assets to choose from. I mean, there's really just a ton. And I still can't believe that this is completely free. If you guys aren't downloading this, you're definitely missing out. So the first thing I'm going to do now that I have my freeze frame is actually add one of the paper textures. And going in here, we've got 3 different to choose from. So I'm just going to go with paper texture 3 and drag that on. Now you can see it's a little bit blurry, and that's because it's actually in 4K. So I'm going to go ahead and downscale it to fit my 1080p composition. And I'm also going to go ahead and set the blend mode to screen. And that's just going to make it a little bit more faded. If I play that back, you see we've got that paper texture. I'm gonna go ahead and crop that to the freeze frame. Now if we go into the paint assets folder, you can see we've got 29 unique paint assets we can go ahead and drag on. You can really just mess around and make it your own. That's what I really like about this pack. I'm gonna go ahead and drag this circle outline and drag this on. Here, clicking on our project, we can go to the circle outline and mess with it in the effect controls. So I'm gonna go ahead and scale it down. I'm also gonna go ahead and get this long paint stroke and drag this on top. And again, I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust the scale. And this time I'm just gonna have this going over his eyes. And since all of these textures are white, it really gives you a lot of creativity with the colors. Let's go ahead and say I wanted to change this paint stroke to red. We can easily do that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab tint from my effects and drag that on my paint stroke. And here we can just go ahead and change the map white to whatever color we want. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set it with red and hit OK. And now we've got a red paint stroke. I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw some wings on them as well. So I'm gonna grab the wing animation and crop it to my clip. And for the wings, we actually want it to be kind of like behind the subject. For this, I'm gonna go ahead and mask out the wings. I'm actually gonna decrease the opacity a little bit. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the free draw visor. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and crop out where his shoulders are real roughly. Once you guys have done that, we can close that off like so. Go ahead and set the opacity back to 100. And here we just wanna go ahead and check the inverted box. Now the wings are around his shoulders like they're behind him. Just to blend this a little bit more, I'm gonna go ahead and increase that mask feather a little bit. I think the last one I want to drag on is this halo, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop it on, and I'm going to go ahead and adjust the scale and the positioning. And I think we're going to go ahead and make it yellow, so I'm going to throw a tint on and then just change the map white to a yellowish orange and hit OK. So now playing that back, we've got the freeze frame with the animations. What I like to do from here is just highlight all of these different paint textures, and I'm going to go ahead and right click and nest them. This is just kind of to keep them a little bit more organized. So now I'm just going to go ahead and create a new adjustment layer. I'm going to throw this over my freeze frame layer and adjust it to size. I'm going to grab a transform and drag that onto my adjustment layer. And here I just wanted to slowly zoom into our subject. So I'm going to go to the beginning, keyframe that position and scale, then go towards the end and increase that scale, as well as move the position. I'm also going to highlight these keyframes, right click, and go ahead and turn them into visor and increase that shutter angle to 360. Now back, we've got the zoom in with the freeze frame effect, and it looks super sick. And the next thing I want to add is kind of like a flash shake transition. So I'm going to drag another transition onto our clip like so. And here I'm just going to go to the music videos essentials presets and go to the shake flashes. And I think I want to just throw on this subtle shake flash, so just drag that on my adjustment layer. Playing that back, we've got a super sick flash and shake transition into that effect. And I think it really just ties it together. And this is pretty much the finished effect right here. I mean, you guys can obviously do whatever you want with the paint textures. I just made this little effect right here. So big shout out to Creative Flow for making this pack. I don't know if it's going to be free forever, but it's free right now. If you guys want to check it out, I got the download in the description. Also, if you want to check out those music videos essentials to add some sauce to your videos, I have those in the description as well. Any video suggestions, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. If you want to learn the 5 essential music video transitions you need in 2023, click right here. Thank you, YouTube wants to check out this down here. Follow me on Instagram, join the Discord. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.